I know what you're thinking. You're romanticizing about it, thinking how pretty it is. But the reality to living off-grid isn't what you always see on YouTube. It's a harsher environment. Everything up here is harder to do. There's a chore every day that's got to get done. Right now we're in wintertime. We got to cut firewood every day. We use a wood stove in our camper while we're building our cabin, so we use less propane. We want to be as self-reliant as we possibly can. We run our generator about 4 hours a day just to charge the batteries in our camper. We run 2 batteries, dual link them to get longer life out of them. That way we use less gasoline. I want to talk to you and do a little intro video. We call this place Caesar's Peak, and it's named after our beautiful white boxer that passed away on the day we moved out here. We were trying to get out in time to bring him with us, and it just wasn't in the cards. But in his memory, we call it Caesar's Peak after him. We bought our house about 11 years ago. Paid cash for it. Wasn't nothing fancy. Nice house. Needed a lot of work. Over 11 years, we put in the work. We fixed it up. Made it a beautiful house. And for those 11 years, we had nice possessions. I had 2 motorcycles. My wife had 2 motorcycles. She had an Infiniti G35. Beautiful car, Skyline, completely done up. I had collectibles, figures, comics. We owned our own business, courier service. And we ran it well. We did better than most. But it seemed like we were living just to keep a hold of our possessions. That we weren't really enjoying them anymore as much as we were working to keep them. We were paying about $3,000 a year in taxes on that house to live in the city. We now have 47 acres. We pay about $160 a year for 47 acres of raw land, compared to $3,000 on a 5-lot house in the city. Some people might think I'm crazy, but it seemed like the things we owned ended up owning us, and we wanted a more simplistic lifestyle. Our philosophy is simple. We want to have less to enjoy more. So, we sold all of our possessions. We listed our house on the market. We moved down the worst month possible, December, to risk it all, to try to actually enjoy life again. And I'm not gonna lie, I looked at YouTube videos for 10 years about doing this. I thought I was ready. You're never ready. Nothing's gonna go as planned. You have to be able to adapt, or you will not make it in this setting. Now, we're about an hour out from any kind of major city. That's pretty good for us. And some people might say that's not off-grid. I've got black bears that roam the property. I've got packs of wild coyotes that you hear every night. That's not off-grid. I don't know what is. We came out in a harsh environment to test our mettle as a family. Me, my wife, my oldest boy, 16, to see if we can make it, to see if we can live like our founding fathers did and try to have a simpler life with more rewards for it. And I think we made the right choice. We bought a camper, nothing fancy. We bought it with the intention of it being a temporary structure while we build up the land. We've got 47 acres of woods. We want to use as much natural resources as we have at our disposal and spend as less money from selling our house as possible. We plan on going solar power out here, so we'll never have to pay for our electric bill again, but we can have the conveniences of electricity. We're going to make a workshop. We're considering doing a blacksmith smelting shop. The possibilities are endless, but every day you have to put the work in. Every day you got to roll up your sleeves and be willing to get dirty. Today's a great example. Most of you are probably warm inside your houses today. And why wouldn't you be? It's cold out. It's snowing. Got to have a fire going just to stay warm. But things have to get done out here. We've got some washout on our roadway I'll show you. That's got to get repaired. We got some stuff at the bottom of our hill that we got to work on. And oh yes, there's wood that has to get cut, even in the snow. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's a lot of good times up here. I built a fire pit at our house. And me and my family, beautiful fire pit, always wanted one. Me and my family probably used it 10, 12 times out of 11 years. This rusty old barrel that we dug a hole in the ground and buried, we've sat around this thing in the last few months, I don't know, 60 times. Shared great food with family that came up to visit, had great stories to tell, looked at the promise of what our land can provide for us. Better times, having less to enjoy more. Now, we like to have fun up here. You know, we carry firearms because there are wild animals. Like I said, there are black bears in this area. There are roaming packs of coyotes, rattlesnakes, you name it. We are off-grid. This mountaintop is 1,200 feet above elevation. It is actually part of the Smoky Mountain chain, which gives it a beautiful beauty, especially at night when that mist rolls in. But we want to test our mettle. It's all or nothing. There's no going back. And we want you to come along and take the journey with us.